What's your type? Are you an ENTJ or ISFP? Even if you haven't taken the MBTI test yet, you've probably at least heard of these acronyms. The MBTI test, or Myers-Briggs Type Indicator Test, is one of today's most prevalent personality tests. Recently, I conducted a survey on people's perceptions on MBTI. All 97 of 97 people replied that they had taken an online personality test at least once. And a shocking 92% replied that their MBTI results match how they think of themselves. In our school library, we literally recommend people to read books based on their MBTI type. Yup, Koreans sure are MBTI maniacs. Well, for those of you who haven't taken the test yet, let me give you a short explanation on how this test works. The MBTI test has 4 letters, and each of the 4 letters represent a trait about themselves. First, extroversion versus introversion represents how you gain your energy. Second, sensing versus intuition is about how you gather information. Third, thinking and feeling is about how you make your decisions. And finally, judging versus perceiving is about how you live your life. Today, the test is translated into more than 16 languages, and the company reportedly earns about $20 million from the 2 million people that take it. Only certified professionals are allowed to administer and allow people to take the MBTI tests. So the tests that you see here, the ones you take online, aren't real. They're just a close replica. And a lot of people agree that the spread of COVID-19 has accelerated the trend of MBTI personality tests. 63% replied that they take the test mostly for fun. After all, I myself took millions of personality tests while I was on quarantine. Another interesting thing is that these tests come with a share your result button, and this, in fact, has the effect of a social nudge. By sharing the results, other friends who see the results start thinking, oh, maybe I should take it too. That looks fun. And so more and more people take it. However, the MBTI test has long been the subject of criticism. First of all, the people who made the test, Catherine Briggs and Isabel Myers, weren't psychologists, so they didn't use many scientific theories to back up the MBTI theory. So many professionals regard the MBTI test as unreliable. Also, many studies have criticized the dichotomy of the test. Take people as rocks in the river. You can take hundreds of rocks from a river and analyze them into different categories, size, shape, etc. But you can't say that there is a rock that's exactly the same as the average rock. This is exactly what Carl Jung, the psychologist who backed up the MBTI test, says in his book, The Undiscovered Self. People's traits are normally distributed in a bell-shaped function, so they are mostly centered near the middle. However, the MBTI test separates people into 2 different categories, so they believe that personality cannot be expressed in just 4 letters. This isn't exactly true though. Although they do give you a result in 4 letters, they also give you a percentage of each trait, as you can see here. And even if you said that the test wasn't reliable, I would still say it's worth taking. Why would I say that? Well, first, you can better understand the people around you. There used to be a kid at school that I really hated. I couldn't understand every single thing she did. However, after a serious talk about MBTI, I realized that the other person wasn't trying to drive me crazy on purpose. They just perceive the world in a different way than I do. Second, it's a source of entertainment and communication as of itself. All of my people in the survey responded that they had seen media related to MBTI at least once, mostly through YouTube and online communities such as Twitter or Reddit. And you've probably seen these kind of MBTI memes, and these are really popular these days. Yep. And third, it can also help you better understand other people. And and yourself. I believe this is really important. You can better understand what your preferences are. And in this way, you can understand that you aren't always perfect, but it's okay and it's fine to be flawed. And in this way, you can gain self-esteem. Well, I personally find these personality tests really intriguing. I hope that through personality tests, people could have a framework to better understand themselves and their surroundings. Thank you for listening.